Now that they have power, they are finally showing their true colors. Power shows your true character. If they changed after becoming a leader or getting the promotion, that's who they always were. Have you ever heard it or said it yourself about someone in authority or in leadership? It sounds convincing, but also it's incomplete because it assumes that people don't change. It assumes that situations don't affect behavior. It assumes that pressure doesn't shape personality. Hi, it's Tanuka Bhattacharjee, and today we are discussing the inner psychology of leadership and why authority changes people. Most people enter leadership with good intentions because leadership gives you confidence, it gives you certainty, it gives you the ability to decide without overthinking every word. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. Research consistently shows that people in positions of authority speak with more confidence, make faster decisions, experience less self doubt in the moment. Now, you stop asking, should I say this? You start saying, this needs to be done. I have been there myself. Decisions become clearer, boundaries become firmer, and you move faster. This is the useful side of leadership, and it's real. But there's another side that shows up quietly. And this is where things start changing, not in intention, but in impact. What starts shifting, and most leaders don't notice it. When authority enters the picture, people don't become dishonest, they become careful. Studies on workplace psychology shows that as power distance increases, people share less negative feedback. Disagreements drops. Silence increases, especially in front of senior voices. Not because the leader is unsafe, but because the cost of honesty feels higher. I have seen this again and again. People don't open up the way they used to. They nod more. They say yes more. They stop questioning. A wall forms not intentionally but predictably. From the leader's side, it feels like alignment, respect, efficiency. But from the other side, it feels like caution, emotional distance. Let me not say too much. This is where leadership becomes unchecked. Unchecked leadership doesn't always look aggressive. Often it looks like, I have done this before. Trust me. I know what works. We don't need to debate this. My company is one of the best companies. Certainty slowly replaces listening. And over time, something else creeps in. Not confidence, but ego wrapped as experience. I have seen leaders say, I built this, I have generated this much of revenue, I am older, I know better, this is how it works here. And these statements sound logical, but emotionally they shut doors. Now, questioning feels like disrespect, feedback feels like challenge, a personal attack. Different perspectives feel unnecessary. And this is not leadership becoming evil. This is leadership losing reflection. What happens to people around such leaders? When leaders stop reflecting, people around them adapt. Strong voices either leave, withdraw, or get labeled as difficult. Quieter ones stays. They agree, they nod. Not because they believe or align, but because resistance feels pointless. Over time, this becomes culture. New employees learn quickly that don't challenge, don't question, don't push. So the organization gets followers but not collaborators. Compliance increases, creativity drops, ownership disappears. Now, this isn't theory. This pattern shows up across industries. Let us see the cost on both the sides. From the leader's side, decisions become lonely. Blind spots increase, emotional volatility rises, feedback disappears. From the team's side, trust erodes, engagement drops, fear replaces honesty. Eventually, leaders feel, why does no one think like me? Why do people just follow? Why does everything feel so heavy? And team feels it's safer to stay quiet. But this is not all leadership. I want to be very clear here. I have also worked with leaders who invite feedback, pause before reacting, genuinely listen, change when needed. And differences in those environments, people speak up, problems surfaces early, collaboration feels real. These companies grow not just in revenue but in resilience. They don't have hollow loyalty, they have commitment. And the common factor is not personality, it's self awareness under power. A grounded reframe for anyone with influence. Leadership isn't the problem, neither the power is. Unreflected leadership is. Authority will always change how people respond to you. That's not a flaw, it's reality. The real question is not, am I right? Or do they respect me? It's, what does my position prevent others from saying? And that one question keeps leaders human and keeps team alive. Before ending this video, I will leave you with two questions to reflect on. For leaders, ask yourself, where has certainty replaced curiosity in me? And for those working with leaders, ask this, where have I chosen silence over honesty and why? What cost it is bringing? You don't need dramatic answers. Just be honest. Just notice it. Because leadership doesn't fail from lack of power, it fails from lack of reflection. And reflection, unlike authority, is always a choice.